What is up, everyone? I'm super excited to begin this series, Audit of the Day. Okay, so basically, I just wanted to give some value to my network. And nowadays in Dubai, with so many agents coming in, so much more competition, bro. When I first started, there was I don't know, like maybe 2,000 companies. Now there's at least registered in the DLD more around 6,000. So yeah, with so many companies coming in, there's a trust recession. And what I'm gonna do in these videos is I'm gonna analyze some of the biggest presence in Dubai, do an audit over them, and yeah, just see and explain to you how you can build a successful online presence, which is your digital handshake in Dubai's market. Especially with so much competition, it's become the one of the hardest things to do, but we all want to do that presence that Tanami has, that X Capital has, that Metropolitan has, that these new, also real estate influencers have. So that's kind of what I'm gonna do in this series. So I'm gonna keep it less than 50 minutes so that I can upload it to LinkedIn. But let's get right into it. Today is the turn of Alessia, one of my favorite real estate company owners. I love what she's doing with her brand, and we're gonna just take a look at her site and do a quick audit over it. So let's begin with it. What I always want to check in an online presence are three things, okay? Traffic, trust, and conversions, because that's what you need to have a successful online presence. You need people to see you, so you need that traffic, but then those people need to trust that you will do a good job. It doesn't need to, it doesn't have to look like just another company, because you just imagine 1,000 robots that they all look the same, just maybe have different colors. Who are you even gonna choose? You don't really care. But then a chat appears with some muscles and some actual skin and tells you, hey, I'm gonna work with you. You're gonna choose him. So that's how you need to be, that trust and that difference from the rest. And then conversions, they need to be able to get in touch with you. They need to be able to give you that handshake, right? So because what if they if they trust you, they see you, but they cannot get in touch. So those are the three things that we're gonna see in Dacha's website. So let's get right into it. So first off, we're gonna see the traffic that they're receiving. So we're gonna go to SEMrush. And by the way, the main objective of this is not roasting anyone's website. It's just finding opportunity, because that's what it's all about. We don't care about roasting or whatever. We care about the results. We want to see how they will be able to get more leads, so that you can also implement it on your own website and you can crash it in Dubai. So yeah, let's check it out. Boom, we can check they're getting a ton of traffic. That's amazing. Mostly from UAE, India, US. You got that little bit there. A lot of the searches are branded, but then also your position real estate. This is a fact. So yeah, Dacha, Damak Hills. Yeah, so they're doing really well here. I know I'm also like they're probably getting a ton of traffic out of their social media as well. I think just by seeing this, that where we'll find the most potential is in the conversions and the trust side of it. So stay tuned so that we can go over there. But on this side, I'm gonna give it a 10 because, and by the way, sorry that the camera is lagged. That's just a thing, and my cat also. But I'm gonna give it a 10 because I do believe that they're doing really well, and they just need to keep doing what they're doing. So in this case, she's doing a ton of business through reputation, and maybe you're not getting this amount of traffic, but if you are doing business through your network and you've got a team of agents, 10 agents, whatever, 5 agents, they are gonna be driving traffic to your website, because at the end of the day, that's what people see when they're doing their due diligence. They see your social media, your website, etc. So yeah, you're probably driving traffic. So traffic usually is not the problem. Like maybe when you're starting out, yes, but once you got the reputation going, you got the traffic, and then you can do SEO, etc. Now let's see the page speed, which by the way is really important as well, because if you don't have that speed inside of the website, you're gonna lose like 50% of the traffic. I mean, if it loads in more than 30 seconds, you're losing like 50% of that traffic. That's like statistical. So yeah, first content full paint, 2.3 seconds is alright. I guess it says failed, but honestly I think it's good in terms of like the average of Dubai. I think it's good. Then if you want to really push it further, you can do so. But yeah, I think it's all right. Definitely could improve. And what you can do to do this is just compress images. Also make sure that the videos are in iframes, etc. This is not so much the interesting part, the traffic, because they're receiving a ton of that. Where it's gonna get really juicy is the trust and the conversion. So stick to this. Then the Google My Business audit. Bro, it's I mean, what can I say? 1,000, almost 300 reviews, 4.8 stars. It's just crazy. I'm sure they really take care of their reputation. They've got the profiles, they've got the description, even posts. They're just crushing it. What can I say? They even have listings in here. Yeah, it's just crazy. So I'm not gonna even say anything here. What you can do is you can, if you don't have many reviews, or if you do, put them in your Google profile. So I'm gonna in your website. So I'm gonna show you that when we go to trust. But yeah, that's just, yeah, keep doing what they're doing here. Just the overall traffic, they're doing excellent. I would say 10 out of 10. Like, overall traffic, really good. They're doing well. Now let's go into the trust, where I see that they are also doing really well. But I see that there's some things that we could do here. So first off the bat, I do see that when you enter on their site, the hero section, which is this first section that we're standing in right now, is really important, because you know that 100% of the people will check it out. Right? If you scroll down a bit, you're not really sure if anyone's gonna check that out, but what you're sure is that less people are gonna check it out. So in the first section, you need to build that trust. What we see in the hero section is, as soon as we enter, we've got Alessia there, we got the storytelling with the video, find your dream home in Dubai with us, and the video shows you exactly what that feels like. It's just fucking amazing. So I love what they're doing here. I would add some reviews maybe in here, but I do also understand that they want to see that video. They want the users to see that video. So yeah, I totally understand that. Then the filter stands out completely, so you know what you need to do. And then also you got the WhatsApp button to get in touch instantly and the list your property. Learn from this. So when you do a website, it's not just putting like a video in the background, generic video, and like a title and whatever, right? So see the strategy, like the strategy behind this. It's about that. It's about the strategy. Now, in terms of that, I love what they're doing. Now, in terms of reviews and social proof, I did see something. So they do have like the images of them. These, we're gonna get into that in a second. But then for social proof, I think the only thing they have is this right here, which I mean, I love it because it's like real reviews from Google. But I think they could be using them further. They could be exploiting them a bit more. But overall, I do see what they're doing. View more reviews, takes you directly to the customer reviews. I love it with the Google logo, specifically with the Google logo, because anyone can put reviews in their site. You have to understand that. You need to put that review, that Google logo. So I'm gonna give it like an 8 out of 10. And then just suggestions, you could exploit this further. I mean, honestly, I would maybe add it in the hero section and link them to Google. There's not much more than you can do with them. You can, of course, you also have the page specifically for reviews. So I think it's good. Now, trust badges and reputation. So I think I'm sure Dacha has a ton of like awards that they can be showing here. I love that they show the story of Dacha. You can also read more, like literally all of the story. This generates connection with the user. Bro, Dacha is just an example. I love what they're doing here. Trust badges, we have all of these right here, which I love, like the reputation and everything. Maybe just showcasing it a bit further could be improved here. Just reasons to choose them, etc. I think that would be useful. So that's why I'm not maybe gonna give them a 10. But yeah, maybe just show some awards, some developers that you're working with, etc. But overall, it's kind of an 8.5. I don't want to put a 10, bro, because if not, it's not an audit. But yeah, I'm just here to find give small opportunities, maybe if they're small. But the idea is that this is helpful for you guys. So yeah, maybe just add developers and awards. Personality and face, 10 out of 10. What I'm gonna say, like, what the fuck? I cannot say anything to this. Keep doing that. Like, who, bro, come here, tell me to the face that chat doesn't have personality and face. They're showing it constantly, and what this means is basically when someone's putting their personality and their reputation on the line, you know that they will do a good job. That's why you need to show your face in your website. So it's not about the like, it's not about the features, it's not about anything, it's about psychology from to the user. Okay, it's about the digital handshake. So yeah, just take that into consideration. Call to action. Let's move on. So this is where we make the money, this is where we get the leads. The call to action is pretty simple. You do have the incentive, find your dream home with us in Dubai, and then a filter, super easy, list your property and WhatsApp. So I do like that. Find out more. Yeah, I think all of the, notice this, because when you maybe don't know about website design and all of these things, you might not even notice these things, but the user does psychologically. Okay, so all of the buttons are the same color, okay, and nothing is on the color, like the same color as the buttons. You see that those are the small things that actually make the website successful. So yeah, I think the call to actions, you know, the main call to action is okay. They're receiving a ton of traffic, so I'm sure they're getting leads out of there. You know, they search property, they find something, they send an inquiry. So that's great. I think that's a 10. You know, I was expecting to find more opportunities here. You know, I wanted to do Dacha's website, but I'm not really sure if I can, right? At the moment, you know, it's all doing really well. When I usually go to clients, they're doing things wrong, and then I do their website. But, you know, I do see some possibilities maybe to make it look better, but yeah. Suggestion, nah, keep doing that. But what you can learn from this is the buttons, okay? The buttons, the call to action, structure it properly, etc. Incentive to take action is really clear. There's no like one-time offer or anything like that, like consultation, free consultation, etc. But the incentive is really clear, and it's more like subconscious with the video in the background to find your dream property, right? Sorry that the video is lagged, I cannot believe it, but yeah, it is what it is. But incentive to take action is pretty clear. Maybe you could add like a one-time offer, like a consultation. You could add some things, like you could add value to the consultation with urgency. With urgency. But yeah, now let's see the mobile responsiveness, which is something that's really important. Because you see, 90% of your leads will come through mobile. So that's it. It's really important to be able to have that website mobile optimized. Now it's a pity to see this, but the video is posted in mobile. So 90% of the people that are gonna see your website, they're not gonna see the video. That's something you can do, Dacha. Alessia. But yeah, I know the reason for, like, it's just to not slow down the website, but like you can put an image, an iframe, and just make it load after it loads. That way it doesn't interfere with the load time of the website. I do see that it's mobile optimized. Everything that we saw in the desktop version is here, and you can check it out. I would definitely move these Google reviews up, but yeah, I mean it is definitely mobile optimized, mobile compatible, and optimized. So yeah, the only thing is, like, come on, let's get that video on there. It's really important. It's really part of that psychology, or at least we can, I don't know, add another section. So that's also, you know, maybe now that I see that we could add some sections there, but yeah. And then overall speed and functionality, that's a 10. That, I mean, it's good. You have the filters, you have everything you need. So guys, if you learned something from this video, tag Alessia so that she sees this, and tell me what other website should I audit next, and I'll see you in today's audit of the day. I'll see you. Bye bye.